between Dedede and Guerrero. So we are going to see Robin. Don't always get to see a whole lot of them versus Dedede, who has been a bit of a staple, at least in this DNA series. We see a lot of Dededes, and honestly, they're all pretty good, including Guerrero, Newt. We haven't really had Adamus come through here, but sort of, you know, it's not far. But in any case, here we go. Game 1, PS2. See what happens.
Guerrero, like, I feel like there's a lot of times, like, Guerrero game 1 will just get messed up. Like, they'll come in, they'll know how to play the base Dedede matchup, and they'll just blow him up for just normal stuff. And Robin particularly does very good against big bodies and heavyweights. But then Guerrero's adaptation is almost second to none, because he'll turn around game 2 and 3 and extend to the game state. He'll like get clutch edge guards or ledge traps that just result in stops. Like, Guerrero turns around sets more than many other players I see in these DNA brackets. He's really, really good in a long set.
It's funny, like, you don't really think of like Dedede as a comeback character, but when you say long set, it kind of makes sense considering the weight that's on Dedede, where you just kind of survive a while and then some of your straight hits are so strong to where you just end up winning. But you know, there's also a lot of flaws in there, including that Gordo that can get hit back at you. But I'm not even going to need that Dedede. Instead, just going to opt for a back air and continue to take a little bit more damage before they lose their first stock.
He down tilts right into the final with an arc fire. That's real unfortunate. And here we get to see how do you play around this arc fire? I guess.
Oh my god, dude! Dedede is like really good with these combo trees. I was just watching all those interactions on the ledge and just knowing what moves to use where between just like the little bit of the thunders into the you know, just kind of covering all the options Guerrero could do. And I mean, Dedede is a big body, so considering Robin has so much variety in the moves that she could throw at you, looks like Dedede is basically prepared for anything.
They're really good at just waiting an extra tempo, trying to see how the opponent gets off ledge in a lot of ways. I mean, Arcfire is such a hassle to deal with. It conditions you by it without it being even there. So Dedede plays around the native idea of, I need to not get up all the time. Like, they waited before throwing out the Arcfire, and so they could time it for neutral getup instead of using it to bait out neutral getup. Like, it's good stuff. It's just real good stuff.
Yeah, it's fun watching like that sort of level of play especially when you don't always see it. And yeah, this is Dedede's just kind of running away with this. I'm not sure. This is where you can kind of start to see the difficulties of playing a character like Dedede when you have a character like Robin that just has so much variety. Wow, that was a clutch spot dodge, but not going to be able to avoid that down smash. But characters like Robin have such variety compared to like a Dedede, where there's just kind of just more options to keep this, you know, big penguin away.
Yeah, Robin covers space so well. Like, there's a neat clip on Twitter of like every character but Robin's neutral air outranges horizontally. Surprise! It's every character but Mega Man. Oh.
Okay.
Boosh.
Not bad.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay. And that's what I was saying before. Just the options. It appears as though Dedede has him on deck. Really, really pristine Robin play, man.
Yeah, they're in your face. At the very least, they're close enough to make you feel scared of the 11 sword. Like, the move's huge, does so much damage, combos into basically itself, like forward to nair are combos that they can do. Down throw nair, another easy combo. So it's powerful and it's big, and to the point where if you're afraid of that, you're not thinking about the other base spells. You're not thinking about things like Nosferatu, solid command grab. You're not thinking about Elwind and Elthunder and how fast that move goes. Like, there's so much to worry about, and if you're not able to move, like Dedede's not able to move all that well.
Yeah, he's a big penguin, you know. You can't get a whole lot of momentum moving. He doesn't even have knees.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
And no knees,
my
dude.
God.
He just waddles. Yeah, and he falls over on you and stuff. It's pretty clear, you know. Like
it's hard.
it's hard.
Life without
Okay.
knees.
So yeah, here's some more of those strings coming out from Genetic. I don't want to say some more of the basic ones for Robin, but those arc fire ladders are actually pretty well known with the good Robins, and it looks like Genetic is very well familiar with them. No surprise.
That's cheeky. Okay, he's going for like level 1 Thunder extensions, where you like it's a full hop Thunder into double jump Nair, and like you can get cheeky edge guards with that. But like, even the base game plan that he's been executing, like just the standard good Robin stuff, good Robin setups, and then seeing how Guerrero reacts, like those have been so on point that he's allowed to be a little bit more flexible. Though, if there's any chance for Guerrero to get some momentum on its side, it's right now. Great patience. Wait out the down tilt. It's coming. DDD down tilting after whiffing a move is it's common. Common enough, at least.
Oh yeah, good reaction from Genetic. Maybe a little ill-advised high recovery from Guerrero, but usually those kinds of things, like DDD can sort of get away with, oddly enough, with a lot of other characters, but Genetic's not letting that happen. And Guerrero does still have some opportunities here to even things up quick enough. I don't know what they're going to do that. Going to have to figure something out quick, once again, but definitely within the possibility. Realm of possibilities rather. Okay.
Nutra, just rising Nutra has gotten Genetic out of a lot of danger from Guerrero's Gordo and traps. Yeesh, that was a gambit and a half. That
yeah, I mean, I
didn't pay off. I'm surprised.
I mean, wow, that didn't even get him with the Gordo. Literally just hit him with the hammer. But yeah, dude, that's. Okay. I thought I wasn't sure if I was waiting for that stock to just go away.
That's such a strange answer that Guerrero has. Like the thought process in his head. It's like, okay, like if I'm getting ledge trapped so much, I'm just gonna bypass ledge. It's like not a bad thought. Like I can see how you got there. The problem is it's just as committal.
Honestly, like it works a lot in this game, and a lot of the reason is because when DDD lands, there's like that weird like the stars that come out that sort of protect him. So I think it's pretty easy to get away with against a lot of characters. I just don't think Robin's one of those characters, to be honest with you, and I wouldn't be surprised if Guerrero doesn't play a whole lot of Robins. Just because, like, it's just not a character that has a whole lot of representation. But yeah, giving it his all here, like, really trying to get Genetic onto the last stock, and I feel like taking a lot of aggressive moves, spin him into the Gordo. Okay, really playing so aggressive here. I just feel like Genetic is just elusive just enough to avoid all of this.
The benefit of being so, owning shield.
Yeah, turn around.
All of it. Oh my god, the book, the sword, the Thoron, the arc fires. It's lucky you can swallow those arc fires.
I mean, a couple more of those arc fires probably gonna get some really bad indigestion, and really gonna have to watch out for those Gordos, because I feel like one of those getting sent back is gonna be it, unless it gets killed by an up air first. So there we go, man. This might be Genetic, might be that wow, we've never heard this person before, but now they're in grand finals pick today. That does have a way of appearing sometimes in these brackets. That might be the one for today, but we'll figure that out. It does look like, as I'm saying that, I look at the bracket to see who's still in it. It does look like Rivers is still in it, so it could possibly get to see this Robin really put to the test. We'll have to wait another set or so before we know that. But in the meanwhile, really, really solid performance here in winners quarters. Moving on to top 8.
Yeah, and that final stock was such a good DI trap. Because like he's hitting him with arc fire, and most of the time you get like arc fire forward air, arc fire back air. Like those are pretty common. Arc fire up smash is as well, but you don't think you're gonna hit by up smash because they're in the air. Delay a little bit, get that up air, catch him holding in, like even just wraps up that stop even sooner. And I don't even think the DI would have mattered. Like, I mean, it was at 140, but still, like, just the level of awareness that Genetic has shown throughout every game we've seen him on stream has been good to great for every matchup and every situation. Like, he's playing well.
Yeah, I mean, very, very good player, like clearly. And there's been a couple people in the chat even mentioning that already, that they played them in. We're surprised.